And we're live.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Heyo.
We haven't been
how's it?
last minute scrambling when we aren't even in the middle of a fight right now.
We are
Yeah,
in the middle of a fight.
I mean,
It's a middle of a fight with our character sheets
true.
and our own indecisions.
And
Speaking of which-
you've had a week downtime to get these things done. But it's okay.
I had
Hey,
Look,
I
I
got
had
mine
this-
done.
I had this level up sorted months ago.
Thank
I had it all sorted out, and then wait, flip. All right, let's redo.
Yeah, well, that happened last night. But
Mm.
welcome back in. Welcome to the Circus of the Bogan Chain. This is episode 21. Fidget's big show. So
Fidget's big show.
it is.
Is that the name of the episode? Fidget's Big
Yes.
Show.
Well,
It better be.
I've preemptively named it Fidget's Big One, but pretty much, yeah. But we'll see how it goes. This is our third big show episode that we've had, I believe. Nothing goes wrong, of course, because
See this? This is me looking at you. I don't trust you.
The reason I am preparing so hard for this is because I know it's all going to go wrong. And if I don't prepare well enough before it goes wrong, then I'm just going to completely fall apart when it does.
You're gonna
I
fall
have to have
apart.
a plan to get on. I have to have a plan so that I can get back on track with the plan. Otherwise-
right.
So you have to have a plan to get onto the plan.
So,
Not that
That's
me
the
and Azzy was doing planning of the trick, but that's beside the point.
So, a couple of things of paperwork before we get started. We have Syrinscape in the background for audio. Check them out at syrinscape.com. They're not a sponsor, and you're probably going to have a lot of this circus music going on for this episode. Not always, but a lot of it. I'm sorry in advance. On top of that, you can help donate to the channel. Helps us out by paying for the amazing artwork by Hideki Chibi, who did all this. And it also helps out our players get rerolls. Big shows, not usually a big combat episode, very much role playing, and performances are how the circus makes money. So re-rolling a failed
That comes.
act or failed action in an act can be important. So it's not just combat which is important here,
Wait, I thought we weren't allowed to reroll for our acts.
aren't we? Okay, I'm good with that too.
No, we're not.
I mean,
no, we're
I
not.
would prefer to be able to reroll.
You've got the clowns to send in. There's other mechanics. That's right. It's been a while
Yeah,
since we've done a
Jojyre's
big
not
show.
here anymore. He's not. The clowns aren't here anymore. Jojyre's not here.
Uh-oh.
No, we had different clowns.
The cheap shot start.
Yep.
We had better clowns.
Circus of the revolving
Wow.
ringmaster.
Oh yeah, how does a show go with no ringmaster?
Oh, we have a
Yeah,
Azzy's
ringmaster.
the ringmaster today.
Oh god.
Unless
ringmaster.
Azzy says he doesn't
What?
want to do it, in which
What,
case
Azzy?
one of us better get our shit together real fast.
I mean, He'll do it. He'll do it. Just
Well, speaking of Ringmaster, Lauren, would you like to do your introductions first?
hi. I'm Lorian Ross, and I'll be playing Azzy, the kobold sorcerer, and the, I guess, de facto ringmaster. Now that our proper ringmaster is AWOL, absent without leave. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this session goes.
But not to be a Ringmaster.
Maybe.
HR, Del.
Hello, everyone. I am Dell, and I will be playing Lieriel the Liberated, your Elven ASMR escape artist and cleric of Callistria. I am de facto HR, and technically, I guess now official HR. Now that I've taken the hireling manager feat, and in traditional HR management, you know, whatever, I am filling out my paper version of the paperwork and show sheet. So we're gonna see how this is gonna go. It will all be on your performance evaluations. So you know, you better
God,
be
we're going to
you
we're
better
gonna
be
have to-
on your game.
I'm gonna
we're
get
gonna have
sacked.
to,
Have just
Out.
impulsively decided that I am going to make fake, hilarious performance evaluations for next year's gift. So I hope you're all looking forward to that.
Oh god.
Right. Miss Live Producer?
Okay.
Are we going to have to worry about meeting CPIs?
Maybe.
Let's just-
CPIs. They're called KPIs here.
No,
Key performance
Clown-
indicators.
clown performance indicators, you mean?
Well, you're not a clown.
I was
Anyway,
gonna say,
hello.
I was
Not
going to
with
say
that
they're called
attitude.
KPIs there because they can't spell in America, but that's
That's true. Anyway, hello, MrLiveProducer. I am playing your Jake Blazing Fury, your Fishkeeper Shuni fighter champion of Caden Kaladin, who's having a rough, not having a rough one, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting show. Anyway, I have energy drinks.
Lenny.
I'm Leafy. I'm playing Fidget, the fireworks juggler. I just found out about mouth juggling, so this is definitely going to be interesting.
Just don't roll a nat one.
No,
Chokes on it.
swallows the glitter bomb.
That's what.
Oh, that could be
The
leading to
glitter.
problem into the outhouses for the next couple of weeks for the mess-abouts.
This is what happens when an actual circus performer designs the character of a circus performer. I deliberately put those in just with the thought of mouth juggling, quick storage for yeah. But we'll see how that goes. See how you can want to incorporate that into your performance with explosive fireworks. And Emi, last minute sheet changes.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi, and I am playing Leafy, the Lushy Druid, and today's rune is called Ehwaz. It's a defensive rune, so we're it's a defensive, avertive powers, like being
Defend the circus when
yeah.
the menagerie inevitably tries to fuck up our shit again.
When we get sabotage. So yeah.
Sabotage. What could be such a sabotage?
Karsh acting all fucking innocent.
So we don't start off with the circus. We start off back in Moonstone Hall.
Hmm.
In Moonstone Hall, you have just completed, or just taken out the last of the enemies, the last of the new inhabitants of the Moonstone Hall, you could say, the squatters. And in doing so, the ghost of the High Priest, Uthadar, I can't even pronounce his name.
Itador.
Close enough. It reappears and thanks you for cleansing the halls, and offers Leafy, because I think Leafy had the other diadem, which was broken.
Yep. She had the broken one.
Takes the diadem off his head, and as he reaches out to offer it, it becomes
Tangible.
Thank you. My
Oil?
words are really hard, and we've only just started. Wow. Becomes tangible and gives it to Leafy. He explains that explains how to use it, and that if you hold hands, everyone can share in the vision of how to see the memories of past days.
If we hold hands, we can all be friends.
Because it's all about the power of friendship.
Absolutely.
It will
every time.
somewhat mitigate the effects of the
Yeah.
apocalypse.
Why am I thinking that that Fidget's going to lick people's hands? Just, I don't know. So,
Can
you-
I?
Yeah.
Can I use the moonstone thing?
Yes.
Can I give it a go?
You need to go to that section where the pools were, where you had to scramble for not having the blood slide into one of the pools, and one of them is not going to
We're
work.
still on
I
the
will say
circus
that.
sheet. Yeah.
We don't need the
there's-
maps.
Okay.
Okay. Can Leafy attempt to activate the other pool that isn't tainted?
Yes.
Do we have to skip the adverts first?
Well, it's been a few years, so there's a lot of adverts that have been stored up there. But yes,
Oh,
you can skip the
God.
adverts.
Thank you.
Is Leafy doing it by themselves or bringing someone else into the...
Does someone wanna go with her? Or
Well,
I
no.
mean, you're
We were
not going into a different room on your own. If you're going
No,
into
I
a
mean,
different
like-
room, we're all coming. But
Are we all gonna hold pause and start singing Kumbaya?
I mean, Lieriel will volunteer.
Yeah.
Azzy will come with as well.
Yep. I'll
Okay.
assume that Jake and Fidget
We're
will also be doing
Well,
it as
we'll
well.
assume Fidget.
Yeah.
Livy's just
Yeah.
having technical issues. Yeah, so we're gonna go activate one of the pools.
So you go and activate one of the pools. What are you looking for in that activation? What are you seeking? What memories are you seeking?
I didn't think that far ahead. I just wanted to have a
Whatever-
magical experience.
Okay, then just do a roll.
Magical experience rolls it.
Just
Not
do a
that
roll.
kind of
We'll
magic.
find out
Just
what
a
we end
roll,
up-
just a D20.
Just a D20. We'll see where we end up.
Roll for channel change.
A good roll. It's an 11. That's pretty average.
Okay, and we'll add your religion or occult or
Nature.
nature, yeah, because that's how you...
That's how you
Plus
magic.
18, so 29.
Okay,
Wow.
Wow.
so the 29. The ripples in the pool appear on the placid surface, and a vision swims clearly into view to everyone that is attached to the circle. The god Aerodon sits atop a lofty peak. Across the islands below him 5 towers crowned with 5 gleaming orbs rise into the dawn sky. Aerodon's hands have touched each orb, and the reflection of each orb sparkles upon him. He lifts his sword and a gemstone cut into the 5-pointed star and begins to chant a powerful ancient language. His words evoke images of green growth, clear flowing waters, and radiant sunlight. He completes the ritual, and the Aeon orbs flare into brilliant lines of golden light that link towards each tower, crossing the miles between the structures and flowing towards the mountain where Aeon stands. The sun rises and sinks overhead, first slowly, then repeating, and then again, and then again, and at dizzying speeds, the land flourishes. Humans walk the surface. Above them, 5 orbs orbit their towers like jewels in glistening crowns. Suddenly, the throne atop the peak is empty. Mighty Aerodon has died. The orbs start losing their links to one another and begin to fade. Desolation creeps across the land. The bounty provided by the Aeon orbs fades. Then faintly, a new figure arises. A figure, indistinct features, overlaid with 5 separate gleaming reflections. This new figure reaches out, light emerging from outstretched fingers, to bolster the failing orbs. Slowly, the features of this stranger sharpen to you, and each of you see that it is yourself touching the orbs to restore them.
No fucking thank you.
What? Is this something we all see, not just Leafy?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we
because
still see that.
we all held hands.
What?
Fidget's not tall enough to touch things that high.
That's the point. Was it Fidget or Jojyre in the prophecy?
No, you see yourself.
You
In
see
the
yourself.
You see
Oh,
yourself. So
I
you
see.
don't see.
You don't see the others.
Like,
you just see
you just see
yourself
yourself.
touching.
Lieriel actually does say no fucking thank you.
Do you all just see the same thing?
I think so.
What did you see?
Did you see your formation of the Eonors, yada yada yada, gods, yada yada yada, and then you at the steps of a throne where you put out your paw and you resurrect the Eon orbs.
Yes. Yeah, just like that. Except, I mean, I don't really have a paw, but yes.
Resurrect? I thought it was just making it all shiny.
Yeah, but you can do that with a nice shiny washcloth.
I
Just
thought
get
that
the
these
Eon
were
orb and just do that.
Oh, I thought I had magical paws. That, you know,
we all
like
have
things that I
magical
touch
paws.
turn into shiny things.
Yeah, but
Leafy.
Jake, did you see yourself?
I saw myself, yes. Did you see me or did you see you?
I saw myself.
Oh, great.
I thought that these were supposed to show the past. Memories.
Was that not the well, that was the first tower, right? Was that
Well, yeah, but I don't know about you, but I've never ascended the throne. Nor do I particularly care to. I mean,
Yeah, you want to rent the world. You don't want to take over the world. You want to rent the world. All the care, no responsibility. But yeah, if these are supposed to show, wait, fucking prophecy. For those who don't know, Jake doesn't swear often. So Jake just swore in games like, oh fucking hell.
Do we know from the vision roughly where the towers are?
You've seen them that there was only one tower. Like you've seen in other pits, like on the murals and other things in this temple, that there's only one tower on the island that you're currently in.
yeah. The other ones are
rest is
on
spread.
Absalom, right?
Well, not in Absalom, but on that.
Well,
island,
the island and the city are named the same,
are they?
I think. I believe so.
Lord.
Or it's definitely the country is named the same as the city. I'll
Like
double check.
Singapore.
But this is the same country because they're both under the same rules.
But this is the same country, yes. We're
Either way.
technically in Absalom, but we're in Absalom, the country, not Absalom, the city.
It's like
way.
Singapore.
okay? It's the island is called Kortos.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I think the other
Isle
one's
of
the
Kortos.
Aaron. ERRAN. Okay.
Yes.
The other four
Yeah,
are
so
on the Aaron.
I think
Island.
it's because there's two islands. There's the South Island with Absalom on it, and there's the Big Island. I think the small
The big island has Absalom. You're on the small
yeah,
one.
Those two islands together is the country of Absalom, but there's the Isle of Kortos and then the different one.
And the Isle of Aaron, I believe.
Yeah, the Isle of Arran is the north one, but they're together they make up the country of Absalom.
Which has a city.
So
of
whichever
Absalom.
one we're not on, that's where the other four are, correct? Yeah.
But
So
that,
we're on
that
Aaron right
throne doesn't seem to
Yes, we're in Arran.
work with like your knowledge of where things are. That mountain throne doesn't correlate with anything.
Great, because I don't want to go to a fucking throne. Frankly, I don't really care to go to the other islands, but look, this is weird. This is weird. I don't like this.
You don't like adventure?
No, I don't
No.
like being. I don't like prophecy about me doing something which I never would choose to do ever.
But if you don't go, you don't get to lick it.
I don't know
Ah.
if that's my priority, Fidget.
But like, if you lick it, you know what it's going to be made into, right? You can make it into other things.
I can tell you what's going to be trouble.
What does trouble taste like? I don't think I can lick that.
Blood, usually.
Mm.
No, that's one thing I don't want to lick. Thank you.
Look,
So yeah,
this doesn't have to be our problem right now.
it's
No.
not a right now problem. It's
Frankly, we still need to find whoever was masquerading as Mordain and Ash and Flame, but I think we've been through here as much as we can.
Yeah. I really agree.
let's just
And-
get out of here, do what we need to do, and then go to the circus. Hope it's still all there because haven't been there for what 2-3 days now.
2 days. 3 days. Yeah, this
Yeah.
would be the third day.
This will be the third day because we've had 2 breaks.
Yeah. We stayed in the inn and we stayed here.
In the hole in the wall, the closet.
Yep.
So let's go out, figure out what time is, and then decide what we're going to do from there. And hopefully never have to again hear about Moonstone or Moonstone Hall.
Ah,
I mean,
probably
we're
gonna be
going to
something
need
worse.
to when we report, and
Apparently we're now part
I
of
mean,
a
it was still
prophecy.
mentioned in that imposter's notes. There's
Yeah.
gotta be, she might come back here or report here. I mean, she seemed too smart to report to that. And she just kind of waves at the eviscerated remains of the one that gives him called their leader.
The blob.
But she
Of
did
blood.
say that whoever was in charge was particularly incapable.
Either way, the Mugoloths still going to keep following us because they think we're going to try to stop them when all we want to do is just perform our wonderful tricks.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get roped. I mean, if prophecies work the way I think they're meant to work, we're gonna get roped into this whether we like it or not.
I say we just ignore it for now.
Yeah.
I have had so many problems in my life, and at least 50% of the time, ignoring it does make it go away. Most often with people, and gods are kind of people.
Their gods are, from what I understand, gods are just like us, but super, super powerful.
Or super, super drunk.
Well, that's Kate and Callian, yeah, but
We can definitely be super, super drunk.
Yes, I will.
I don't know
will
if that would
focus
make us
myself.
gods.
Have a really nice cup of whiskey tea, and I'll be closer to my god or dog. Close either way. Anyway, do we have anything else to do in here? Or should we move on?
no.
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
There's always the locked door.
The
No,
one that I relocked.
No, we went through the locked door. I almost died. I know what's behind it now, and I don't want it.
Are we going to put a
Unless
sign
Dustlight's going
on there saying "Do not open certain death"? Don't say we didn't
No.
warn you.
No.
But. Okay.
But if Dusklight goes and sees it, she doesn't need to know that we were here.
yeah, true.
So, the whole, there are people that are dead and, things are broken. That's not going to indicate that we were here.
Infighting.
Going to indicate that someone was here. We don't need to give her any more of a hint that it's us.
Okay.
So you depart the Moonstone Hall. Going up the fountain or through the spiders?
Fountain.
Fountain,
I have to
please.
ask. I mean, I have to ask legitimately. You go past through the fountain. It's nighttime in the worst area of the city. The guards that are stationed at the fountain, they're again quite surprised to actually see you come out.
Just look at them harrowed. Just like.
The strangeness is a bit. Didn't you come out last night?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't we what last night?
4 of you. I'm pretty sure it was
4?
It must have been the report must have been wrong. Yeah.
I'm curious, which 4?
I just had four came out last night. The adventures that came in.
Do you think that
1,
maybe it was
2,
the Yugolots?
3, 4, 5?
Once I caught a fish alive.
Lieriel just goes and points around like there are 5 of us
6
here.
plus if you count the wolf.
Yeah.
I just got a report. That's okay.
Didn't tell you it?
No,
I
didn't.
mean, I would definitely be worried. You don't want people guarding such a delicate place to be, drunk on the job or something. Just making things up for their reports.
Through the metal helmet, the face-plated metal helmet, which you can't really see.
Mm-hmm.
All you can see is the eyes narrow in the darkness. You feel them narrow more than anything in the darkness. That you've just accused them of something that they wouldn't do.
No, I accused the person who was on guard the night before of something that they wouldn't do.
But they you feel like they've taken it personally.
I know how proud Escadar is of the guard now. I wouldn't want a few bad seeds to infiltrate your ranks.
Anyway, off with you.
Don't have to
We'll
tell
be
me
back.
twice.
Fidget gets the feeling that they weren't very happy.
Of course they're not.
You've got to guard a fountain in the middle of the worst place in here.
It's also a little bit what makes it fun.
Yeah, but still, you've got to guard a fountain.
I'd rather
I don't
not.
think it's a job for the most happiness of people.
Well, I'd
It
rather
does seem
not,
like they probably
be
get-
in trouble for something I haven't done.
I can respect that.
I do have to ask as well. How are you walking through Denro at night time?
Carefully. Lieriel would try and position herself on one end, Jake on the other. Vigilant.
And I don't
Leafy's
think-
walking next to Wisteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Azzy's got his head in a swivel and just
I only ask because it is the most dangerous
Yeah.
part of town.
Lieriel has walked these streets for decades and is very careful.
Does Fidget
Looking
know that
for
this is the
any
most
kind of
dangerous part in
danger.
town?
I think that
Okay.
Lieriel
Yeah.
said that when we were first headed in this area.
Fidget probably gets the vibes.
I don't know. Fidget doesn't seem to pick up on many vibes.
Vibe check?
If the vibe is licking things, then yes, Fidget can pick up on the vibes. If the vibe is not licking things or adventurous, I don't know if Fidget would pick it up. She's very simple.
As soon as we get kind of
She's an
far
alchemist.
away. As soon as we get further away from Denro, Lieriel will kind of look to the others. I want to get back to camp immediately. I don't like the idea of 4 people looking like us. running out, especially not if that means that there are more of whoever it was impersonating.
Agreed.
Does that mean that it was people that looked like us, or did they just like not have a good look, and then maybe it was those Yugoloths that were talking about escaping?
It's kind of hard to tell because apparently their reports are detailless. How useful.
Oh, great.
The report might not have been detailed to each other, but it might have been detailed to someone else.
Oh, I know. Lieriel's just
Itchy.
Lieriel is not a fan of the guard.
Mhm.
Because either they are too competent and foil her plots, or they are incompetent and intend to foil her plots. And either way, she hates them.
So as you start heading out of town, like you're still dressed up for combat, and you still you have blood on you, and it just kind of, people have seen you as you're walking past, and they just give you that little bit of they give you enough
Wide
space
berth.
to go, yeah, we don't want to deal with you, we don't want to try our luck. And that's kind of the vibe you get in Denro and even Woodworkers District. As you're exiting the city and start on through the Murder Forest Road, Street Road, I should say, to the north of the city of Escadar, back to the encampment, something catches your eye. All of your eyes, actually.
Oh, God.
A bright flash of light, and then sparkles.
Fidget?
Shiny. What's the shiny?
Sorry.
That looks so
It's-
cool.
Sorry, it's a
Holy-
reaction. I see fireworks, I think Fidget.
It looks like one of Fidget's big one,
Yeah. Probably
but coming from the camp.
siblings setting one off.
Oh, no. Alright. Chuff.
Yeah, let's make it. Let's try and
Yeah.
hurry this up.
As you race to camp, you find it in disarray. Fires are set. With some of the hay and some of the feed areas. Some of the pavilions have been pulled down. There are
Immediately go and
people
put
that
out
are
all the
injured.
fires.
Yep. There are people that are
Azzy's
injured.
immediately going to go tend
Yep.
to the fires.
And animals running around.
Leafy, animals, Azzy, fire, Jake, help me with medic.
What
Yep.
on earth?
I'm gonna round
What
up the animals and try and find Blueberry.
We've only been away for 2 days. You can't. Where's the professor?
3 days.
Professor is injured, and sitting next to a strange sight of a large. No, actually no. Professor is injured and sitting next to a small goblin with a giant grin, menacing grin, but he seems to be tending the professor.
Okay.
You've seen that before.
Yeah, no,
Feeling
Lieriel
grins.
says that.
I didn't expect them coming. There was a lot of them.
Who says
said
this?
The goblin.
Who?
Who?
I
Well, I'm
don't
not
know
that-
the-
Oh.
And the
The
professor.
menagerie?
The professor says, just almost groggily, almost like he's had a bit of a. Well, he's not well. Says, we got attacked. We were rehearsing, and they just came out of the woods at us. They hit us hard. There were masks. The voices were obvious. They were menagerie. Some of the people said that they were menagerie. It was, yeah.
Okay, so more than 4?
Have you sent someone for guards?
And the goblin, just stands up and just motions you aside, away from the professor. He's only just regained consciousness. They came with clubs and torches. Went for the animals first to cause disarray.
Mm-hmm.
and then did whatever they could to everything here. Really,
Is anyone in critical condition that you know of? It's okay if you don't know.
you know my true form. That's not a thing I would usually think about or concern myself with.
Thank you for the help.
Unless I was hungry. Thankfully, I'm not.
Thank you for your help.
But I didn't expect this.
Neither did we.
Menagerie has a tendency to be crueler than anyone could expect.
Again, that flash of just that pure anger and hatred. Even more than you feel when you mention that.
Look, I am going to see what I can do to find out what's happened. Jake, you can help tend to people. I think Leafy's getting the animals, Azzy's helping the fire.
Can I go check on my siblings now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we'll go to the siblings, to Fidget siblings. I can't remember names.
I don't even know what their names are.
It's been a time.
Oh, I know that I think I just listed it as C and F. Oh. I think it's actually in the treasury somewhere.
You got them in treasury?
Fidget, Lish, and Callum, because I wrote what we got from them.
Yes. Fidget, Lish, and Callum. Lish and Callum are at your wagon, your new wagon, and you can see that it's been overturned, but you can also see that a battle has raged here. But you can see like the rage is like 30 feet around is where there's a lot of smashed bottles and a lot of wet ground and burnt ground, and they've gone through supplies.
Fish, Callum, are you here?
Yes. Yeah, it's been an exciting night. You missed it all.
Are you okay?
We're okay. Our supplies are a little bit down, but I think we might be going through some more work over the next couple of hours to rebuild the lab. But
Okay.
we protected what we could and used up some of our supplies.
Did you give him help?
We gave them lightning, we gave them freezing, we gave them fire, we gave them stink bombs, we gave them everything. Oh,
well done.
Everything we could
I'm
reach.
proud of you.
How was the city?
I got to lick a lot of things. And I've got this big glittery stone. So we've got new things that we can make.
Okay. What are you thinking about using that stone for, though?
I'm gonna grind it and I'm gonna make glitter bombs.
So a smoke bomb, but with pretties.
But with pretties, with shiny shinies.
Any reason at all, or is this just for fun?
Just for fun, just for the pretties.
Gotcha.
It's great for shows. It's only going to be used for shows.
Okay. If you can run across anyone that like some of the big people that can help get the wagon back up, that might be helpful. Otherwise, we just got to clean up all the glass while we're waiting.
Okay, I go find some tall people. I'll come back.
You're talking about the rustabouts, like the workers.
The tall people and the ones with muscles. Because if you ask Lieriel to help you, it's not going to go over well.
What if I ask Jake to help me? Jake's tall, in my opinion.
Jake is like a foot taller.
I'm tall. Oh, happy day.
You've got the muscles. As with the fires, Azzy is a hydrokinetic sorcerer. I mean, that's your jam. you can deal with it. They are quite substantial, and they've hit the hay. They've hit pretty much anything they could that was close to the outskirts, and things that would cause chaos. And they've even tried attacking the big tent with fire. So
Did they succeed?
You get the impression, or you get told that was when people noticed first, because there was a lot of people performing, rehearsing. So that's where
they first attacked, and that's where they were stopped.
Well, that's where they first got noticed the attack.
Yeah,
because that's where most people were.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where they'll stop. So it didn't succeed in the big tent, but it was certainly they tried damaging it. The animals scattered everywhere. A lot of them are also being attacked, not just scattered, but they were deliberately attacked.
Good thing we got those vet supplies from the Hermitage.
Wagons overturned.
Lieriel's taking inventory and taking attendance, essentially.
Ward medic is like, you injured?
Leafy's...
Yep, no good, you're fine.
I did actually get ward medic.
Leafy's going around collecting all the animals, getting them somewhere safe. Maybe using like wood shape or something to try and make some kind of temporary pen for them, if need be.
With the inventory and with the animals, and with the help of the leaders of the circus, two things are discovered at the end. Some animals are missing, even with the recovery.
Like to know who? Don't tell me it's May. If you tell me it's May, I'm going to cry.
I said animals, not people.
Animals.
Oh, I thought
May
you said
is not
someone.
an animal.
I've already endangered May a few times.
Is Blueberry okay?
We'll get to the animals first, and then we'll get to Blueberry. With the animals, Blueberry's still an animal. Blueberry's a companion. Blueberry's important, or more important. Eliza's wagon was turned over and broken. Looks like it was deliberately targeted. Cages broken. And she fears that it might take weeks to recover and find all her snakes. She also would advise people not to go out into the woods for a while because of all her snakes. To make sure that's known. Also, the Avery's birds. Axel's Avery, had it the other way around, were also let loose. And are missing.
Everyone who was advertised in the posters, they specifically targeted.
I feel like I shouldn't have put the show order on the page before the session so that Karsh couldn't plan to fuck it all up. But to be fair, we were using everyone we could.
I will say this wasn't deliberate. Well, kind of was deliberate, but also was what I rolled up randomly anyway to confirm. So
what about
animal acts as your random encounter, mechanically speaking, are unavailable for this next performance.
I know that the circus probably has random like wild stock and stuff, livestock and stuff like that. How are they?
The horses and the livestock are still there, and they're probably the easiest to bring back. But the other ones seem to be deliberately targeted through random act in the circus. Sorry, Del, I did see when I rolled that up last night.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I've got a different plan. We just have.
You've got to
If the
make it up.
Flamboni sisters can perform, I didn't want to make them perform because they were super, super hurt. but I guess they could. And then if Leafy also performs, but Leafy has, or you know
Or
what,
Leafy.
Azzy can do a thing too, because
I can-
even
yeah,
though
I
he's
can do a thing.
Ringmaster-
Well, Leafy could always shape into a bird and become the magical bird of Axel's Avery.
So the last thing as well.
Oh no, it's more.
Of course, there's more.
There's more.
Always more.
There's always more. Blueberry comes trundling out
Is
of the
dead.
forest. No,
God, I would cry.
not that mean. I mean, I'm mean, but not that mean.
Maybe,
And
like,
also, like,
majorly
if you're
hurt, but
gonna
not
kill someone's
dead.
animal companion,
Do it
do
when
it to
they-
their face.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you.
exactly.
Make it meaningful. Blueberry comes trundling out the forest. And finds. We'll do it random. We'll do it randomly.
20 snakes are attacked to it.
Finds Fidget.
Oh, okay.
Finds Fidget and just like sits down next to Fidget, and just starts clawing at Fidget.
Oh, hi, Blueberry. Fidget's gonna like look around and make sure that Blueberry's not injured.
Blueberry's not injured, but Blueberry has something tucked into his collar, or her collar.
Oh, okay. What's this? And Fidget's gonna like pull it out and kind of like look at it.
Looks to be a note.
I'm gonna open it and read it.
Oh no.
Can
Okay.
Fidget read?
Yeah, let's
Fidget
give
can
you a
read.
mysterious note.
Fidget can read.
I feel like I know
God.
what this is, and I don't.
I'm
like
scared.
I don't
I'm
like it.
worried.
Think I'm about to commit murder.
I'm really glad that Leafy didn't find it.
So am I.
There you go.
That would have been
Fidget-
horrible if it's what I think it is.
There you go.
Fidget's just nosy, so
You are.
of course I'm going to read it.
Has long nose will be nosy.
So you should have access to a mysterious note.
Oh God.
Hold on, let me find it.
Where is
And
it?
but just like normally, whoever gets it reads it.
It's in that journal, I would
Mhm.
assume.
Yep, I've
Yeah.
pulled it out. Fidget's having a read. Person I don't know.
Don't come.
Uh,
Dusklight is planning
something-
a catastrophe.
Oh wow, it's fakes.
Isn't safe. Line your pockets, take a pause, and gather your strength. Grab every ally you can, even those you hate. Pay them anything. Call all favors. It's imperative. I tried not to hurt anyone. I tried. I'm sorry. For all of it.
Well, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need a transcription of that because
I'm gonna need like afterwards, can you just like after we're done, I would like to have this audio file to listen to without like distractions because
It took me a little bit to realize that it was talking. Sorry.
well partially because of that, yes.
The one person who isn't
That's-
close to Jojyre. You rat fucking bastard. Ah. I'm just looking at the Discord. We're yelling at Will in the cast
Discord.
chat. Yeah.
Fidget's just like running around the camp trying to find Lieriel. Like,
I
I
mean
was so-
Lieriel's walking around camp.
I was so like in shock. I didn't even process what the fuck he said.
Yeah.
Actually, can we hear that again, please?
Can we listen
No.
to
Yeah,
if-
can we-
no.
Well, if Fidget gives me the note, can I have the note in writing so I can read through it?
Do a perception, do a search, like to
Yeah,
running
'cause
around
we didn't-
camp.
we-
Like everyone's running around doing their own stuff.
we didn't hear the first part of it.
You'd hear Fidget yelling, surely.
Blueberry's probably following Fidget around as well.
Yeah. If I hear Fidget yelling, I'll go. Because Lieriel is like very methodically going through, but if someone's yelling her name.
Fidget like has this note as far in front of her as she can possibly have it because she doesn't want it anywhere near her. But she wants to
Talk
give
to me.
somebody
Talk
else.
to me.
Thank you.
Stop. You can
Are you okay?
spoke to me.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
Like it speaks to me. I don't like things that shouldn't talking. It makes me feel icky.
All right, I will deal with that. How are your siblings?
Okay. Do you know where any of the workers are? Because our wagon's over and I don't have a lab right now.
Yeah, I've directed some of the roustabouts. If you just go, they're just around the corner over there. Your wagon is what?
It's been turned over, so I don't have a lab.
Okay, I will make a note of that. We'll see what we can do to fix that, especially with needing things before the show. But yes, some of the roustabouts are around there. There are a fair few of them that aren't hurt.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to be near the note. Bye-bye.
Okay.
She just like runs away.
I like the headcanon that that Fidget actually heard.
Dusklight is planning a catastrophe. It isn't safe. Line your pockets, take a pause, and gather your strength. Grab every ally you can, even those you hate. Pay them anything. Call all favors. It's imperative. I tried not to hurt anyone. I tried. I'm sorry. For all of it.
Is there a name on this note?
No.
Do I recognize the handwriting? That would probably be a question for Will.
Who's Will?
The person that wrote this and spoke it.
I just
Love
say,
you, Will.
Karsh, if you clip this, you need to include a screenshot of our responses in the Discord. As just like put that in and then for the clip.
I love the Azzy's face in the gun.
That gun
So
emote
now-
is so
now you've got
versatile.
the-
I love it.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
The mysterious note.
Okay.
Silence.
Oh yes.
I am just going. This is going to be a part of the center ring debrief in the morning or later on tonight, most likely. Is there anything else that we need to know about people that are missing or dead or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Is my caravan still only one piece?
Yes, if we take inventory of our belongings, is everything still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Goodness at least.
Well,
Even the stuff that Jojyre gave us?
Yes. Why would that be gone?
I don't know! Maybe because the fucker came back!
I mean, he didn't really. Blueberry came back with a secret note.
I am gonna gather
Panicking?
after we've figured everything out, and have we sent for a guard? Can I have one of the roustabouts go and send for a guard to come either today or first thing in the morning?
Yep.
And I will pay for that individual to have because it's super late, I will pay for them, like I'll give them some gold so that they can get in and sleep in the city because I don't want them.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be a couple of people to go as a just in case, instead of one person.
Yeah.
And the goblin says,
We'll send out the B
I'll
team.
walk with them until the edge of the city, if that helps.
Thank you, Kalkak. Okay. All right. All right. Come on, gather up. And I'll get Leafy and Jake and Azzy.
We have a few people with scrapes, but nothing too severe. I don't think we've lost anyone major.
Jake, do you have enough room in your caravan for everyone?
Yes. Do I need to make some tea?
Lieriel's gonna usher everyone like inside.
Okay. I'm gonna check on Blueberry real quick to make sure Blueberry's okay. And then I'm gonna go inside.
Hi, just last of the fires are put out. What's going on?
Good. Thank you, Azzy. Just get in really quick.
Right, okay. Kind of sees the seriousness. And yeah, goes in.
I'm going to assume that yeah, I'm going to assume that Lieriel knows who this is from and can recognize the handwriting. Or at least can put a couple clues together. Okay. Is everyone okay, first of all?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will be.
I have some bad news. Eliza's snakes and Axel's aviary all got let out.
Okay, we can figure that out. I'm most concerned about everyone's safety. First.
No,
we can make that work. I can make that work. We can make that work. We can adjust things.
I'll do the opening act. I'll do the opening act, and then I can transition that into the ringmastering as well.
Perfect. Thank you. Read my mind, darling.
Maybe I could help Axel.
Yeah, maybe that could work. Just morning problems.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously, Dusklight was behind this. Leafy, do you remember how you said that? Do you remember how you said that Jojyre said that he was going to fix things? I think that he might have done something very stupid.
What?
But in doing something very stupid, I think he's also done something very safe for himself, at least for the time being.
Wait, what has he done?
Fidget brought me a note in his handwriting. It's in his handwriting. I'm fairly certain that he is currently infiltrating the menagerie.
Oh.
Oh, no.
It's okay. You know, there's actually something truly wonderful about this. And that is that we have an open line of communication. Somewhat. It's not infinite, but there are ways to communicate with people. We can manage that.
What did the note say? It
said that Dusklight is planning something to not go to the menagerie, to gather our strength, and to gather whatever allies we can. Apparently even those we hate, which I assume would be Mordain, though God knows where she is. Mordain I've got a few people in the city that I might be able to call upon. But no one that would be able to do anything like this. No one that I would want to ask anything like this of. We may have to spend a fair bit of coin if we want to get a few hired hands as well.
What could be so big that we need to... Well, we need to raise an army. What could she possibly be planning?
Something bigger than that? And Lieriel just gestures towards the door. That was what Myron said, a few people in masks?
Well, next time we'll be here.
Next time we'll be here, but so will she.
What?
So I'm sure will Danica and
Do you think it
Jellicoe and
has something
Victor
to do
and
with Moonstone Hall?
Andrivalo. I'm sorry, Leafy, what?
Do you think it might have something to do with Moonstone Hall?
I think that... I don't know, Leafy. I mean, honestly, part of me thinks that this is just Dusklight being a massive fucking bitch. I mean, part of me thinks that she is vengeful and jealous and cruel and doesn't appreciate people who she once saw as hers having any kind of success. But I also can't help but wonder if, given her connection with Moonstone Hall, given her connection with the people there, she knows that we're the same group that they're after. It's possible. And if she thinks that that means we're going to come after her now, then I can absolutely see her responding this way. I don't know. Oh, a few dozen people in masks. Okay. Even so, the circus is bigger than that, and I just...
Well, here's the question. I don't want to ask this, but is Dust like working with the shapeshifter who used with Fire and Flame?
I'm sure. I'm sure she's working with all of them. It's just, is she working with them against us, or is that an incidental sort of thing? But we haven't found the imposter yet.
I just want to be able to enjoy my first time in the city without all this rubbish.
I wanted to go to the fucking brothel with you, Azzy. It's an excellent place. Good friends there.
Some other time.
When
When we know we can be safe here. And
Safe being a relative term.
How
Alright.
are we gonna be safe here?
Take out
menagerie
Dustlight.
of-
Simple.
Yeah, honestly. But if Jojyre is anything to go by, at least we know that she's going to come to us, so we can get ready. That makes things easy. In a way, that makes things easier for us, because we don't have to go searching. We know. Jojyre's note just says specifically not to do that.
When do you actually ever do what Jojyre says anyway?
Jake,
I know,
don't get me
I know.
wrong. I am livid at him. But right now, he knows more than we do, and
I trust him.
Even if I don't trust him to make smart decisions, I trust him to give us good information.
Yes, that's just it. I trust that he wouldn't lie to us. And I trust that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe every word of that note. And if what we've learned is that every time we leave this place undefended, they take advantage of that. So we have to, if they're planning something big, we have to prepare for that here and fight on our territory.
So the murder forest is going to get a few more bodies soon, I think.
When? Why couldn't this fucker have told us when?
Maybe he doesn't know.
I know.
Well, anyway.
Are we still going to have the show?
That's a very good question. Only if it's safe.
How do we know?
If
it's safe?
we're putting everyone in danger by having it, then I say no.
Let's
It would
talk
be
to
a
the
good
guards
time to
people.
attack.
Sorry to
Sorry.
interrupt you here.
Jake, you're
Oh, hello.
From a
See?
disembodied voice, I couldn't help but eavesdrop
that's all right.
as the goblin appears in your little circle. I could help protect the road for the show.
Thank you.
Go on patrol if need be.
Thank you. I would prefer to have the show. The show must go on after all. And just show the menagerie that no matter what they do, we'll always have a show.
Although
No,
the
I
message was
originally
clear.
had Aves as the first act to show that we're not scared.
Although
That's true.
the message was clear. This is going to escalate. Anyway, I'll be off. Maybe.
Thank you.
And
Thank
just
you.
disappears.
Tea? Oh,
You're not really sure if they actually left or not.
oh well, I'll just leave a cup of tea on the bench just next to us. Just say, got some tea for you. Just puts it down.
Those that aren't normal, like Lieriel's seen this individual before, like only in a snicker. Those others around you haven't seen this.
Lieriel seems
Goblin.
like more than delighted to have Kelkek around too. Like Lieriel is like, yep,
This goblin has
I'm
this
glad that
scarred. It's not a scarred, but like a huge grin, like normally large, grinning mouth. It's unsettling.
After what happened tonight at the circus, I can take unsettling.
After, notes that talk.
I think that was actually just Karsh
It's
voicing
flavor,
over.
but I love the idea
That's
of.
Fidget. Just Fidget heard the actual voice.
It's like,
Yeah.
wait, I'm reading. I can hear the voice in my head. Ah!
Okay. All right. Morning guard. Figuring out where we're going from there. I'll
Is there anyone
do
else?
a little bit of arranging. Leafy, you said you might be able to help Axel.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk with you and Axel in the morning. I'm going to talk with the Flamboni sisters, see what they may or may not be up for. Azzy, do you still want any help with figuring out how to present things, or
I mean,
I'm more than happy to.
I just need to know what the acts are before we go in.
I can do that.
I can just take it from there.
I'll make
I
sure
mean,
that you have the
it-
order.
I saw Jojyre do it enough times. How hard can it be?
Honestly, he made a far bigger deal out of it than he really should. So long as you don't threaten anyone with murder, I'm sure you will be absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, you can count on me not to do that.
So we'll flash cut to it's tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, cool.
Things are settled down. You've reported things. You're in the office of the constable.
Can we have had them come to us?
The
No.
constable of this, not like you've already reported this.
Oh, we're like in the big head honchos.
You're in the
Yeah.
conclave square. You're in the chief
Leaving them
constable.
alone.
Have they at least changed the magazines in the rooms?
In this situation, though, you don't wait. You, as soon as you arrive, you are brought in to see her. We're going to change the order from the nighttime. You're brought in immediately to see her. She's in the middle of dealing with some paperwork. She's, oh, please come in. I heard about what happened last night, and that you're back from underneath the city. I don't expect to report straight away, although I really usually would, but after last night's events, I've been told that may not to expect things straight away, but so I thought maybe you could tell me what happened instead, at least for now.
Yes. I have been working on writing everything up for you, but things are a bit interesting.
There's a lot at the moment.
We don't think that or I suppose, well, our initial ideas about this might have been that someone came from, you know, in the city or some other place, and went down into Moonstone Hall and started plotting there. I think what we found was actually rather that something subterranean, or individuals from a subterranean society dug upward into it.
You mean something's attacking the city from underneath?
Not anymore. We killed them.
Not even necessarily attacking the city, but more the concept of above ground society as a whole, if that makes sense. How familiar are you with Aiden?
The dead god? Not really.
The dead god, yes. He was all about, civilization and humanity and all of that. Died. The little area underneath the fountain, that's actually where one of his old temples was. It collapsed when he died. He had a few artifacts above ground, and these individuals are coming up to either steal them or destroy them. But these artifacts, they're what help contribute to necessary aspects of life. Plant growth, sunshine.
Lollipops, rainbows.
All of that.
Okay, so
It's not great. It's
sounds like I might have to do a report to send a report to the city once I get your report in.
absolutely, yes.
As in Absalom City.
Oh.
Yes. No, I'm vaguely familiar. Yes. It
Is there anything else you came across down there? Any smugglers? Anyone
there
working with them?
were potentially some illicit dealings of magic items. These individuals that are causing this havoc, they are worshippers of an evil god. And to power their spells, they require, well, people.
You
And
people
so
as in
I mean people as in
People
you and me.
and people.
People as in not fellow worshippers.
At that point, could I bring out the what was it? The letter, I think it was handout number 2?
The
Mighty Shashrek.
yeah, the one that's in Draconic.
Yeah, one that has Dustlock at the bottom.
So what we think is going on is that there's someone within the city that is providing them with people, and they're trading in magic items to sort of pay for that kind of thing.
So they're trading magic items for slavery?
The people don't survive powering the spell.
Okay. More than slavery.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
What are you offering as evidence to this?
Oh, evidence.
We've got a letter in their handwriting. We've got a few things in their handwriting, actually, but they're not in the common language.
As in, I'm asking as the GM, what are you offering? And she's also asking as well, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
Well, the
specifics.
first
Jake
one
pulled out handout 2. Lieriel has her list in the Amaran language, the catfolk language.
would the invisible
Lyriel's pulling out the net.
the net.
She's pulling out the candy constrictor. She's also pulling out the ringmaster's staff.
Okay. The ringmaster staff, she's like, this could be anything.
It could. I have seen it before.
And who have you seen owning this? Where have you seen this before?
I have seen it with the same individual that wrote both of these things. Mistress Dusklight of the Celestial Menagerie. I believe that she gave them this staff in order to gain their trust. And then they gave her other magical items
And
in return for
this CM on this net
this net
would be,
belonged
you're saying,
to
would
two
be Celestial
individuals.
Menagerie.
Yes, this net belonged to 2 individuals that went missing from the menagerie. It's actually why our circus and many of its members broke away. We didn't know what had happened to them then.
I've got the contract complaints, which I just ignored.
We appreciate that, certainly.
Contracts just got nothing to do with me. But
Is that everything?
It's quite damning evidence. Together, I mean, they said sacrifice and people disappearing. There have been disappearances in the city, but we thought it was about other matters.
Helpful for me to transcribe these into the common language for you.
I can read.
Or do you prefer them in there? Oh.
She
Apologies.
just takes some glasses and puts them on and starts going through them.
Could have just got some fucking glasses. Didn't need to take the multilingual fee.
Oh yeah, no, I'd love to get glasses that enable you to read every language.
No.
This one is signed by Mistress Dustlight, which is quite damning, and there is some similarity to the 2 notes.
Yes.
To the handwriting, that is. We are quite busy right now. Apparently, a crime lord just arrived in recent days to our shore.
A crime lord?
Yes, from Absalon. Apparently, his syndicate has had some trouble here, and they're really looking to deal with it.
Mm.
So,
is there a particular problem that he poses? Is he more, I suppose, I guess I'm just concerned that they might be allied in some way. Is he, a trafficker or drugs or?
A trafficker in alchemical explosives.
Fidget, who's in the room, who stole from.
Yeah, we know what this problem is.
The Diabell Sweepers
We've
have
got
had an
this
issue
problem.
recently, it seems, and have lost their chemists recently. So the boss from Absalon have turned up to wage war and bring reinforcements.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So
Azzy, I think I say for everyone, fish guts.
Yep, fish guts indeed.
we're looking at a bit of an issue on our hands at the moment. I can do something. This does seem to be personal for you.
Very. There are
Yeah.
people that I'm incredibly concerned about that are still at the menagerie.
As you said, you did leave this old group, and you might have some knowledge about them.
Dear friends
Um,
and knowledge.
she calls in the constable the person that she's worked with, the person you've seen before, the chatty one.
Derricus.
Derricus, yes.
I think
And
that's
says-
his name, or I'm totally making that up.
If not, it's his name now.
Scribbles down something to Derricus, and sends him on his way quickly, and says, and get back here. He says, she stands up and goes over to like the wall where there's an old shield and sword and battered breastplate. Like these look like they've taken a lot of abuse. Takes the sword off the rack, off that it's mounted to on the wall, and goes over to you. Well, I guess you should probably kneel if you can.
Is she looking at us?
Yeah,
All of us?
yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
Sure.
Niels.
Eel, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
As the captain of the guard, the chief person, the chief in justice of the city, I deputize you all temporarily with the sole permission to bring in Dusklight, your former boss apparently, alive, and though I do understand you might have to defend yourself.
What of her potential co-conspirators? I will note, like, while Lieriel is kneeling, she's got like one hand over the other on her knee, and underneath, like, her fingers are crossed. Like a
Can
small
dogs-
child being
can
like, my fingers are
dogs
crossed.
cross
This
their
promise doesn't mean
paws?
anything. What of her co-conspirators?
Any that are involved, it just fills up the prison cells, so the more the merrier. But again, alive. Defend yourself? Sure, but we're not giving you permission to go on a killing spree.
I would much rather see her rot for the rest of her life in a cell.
But more
I promise you
legalizing what you're probably looking to do right now, it seems. After last night.
Right now, we want to defend ourselves. I mean, yes, we do want to stop her, but our first priority will be to prevent any carnage from happening in the first place.
I'll also see if I can put some patrols on that road of yours.
Thank you.
It's sincerely appreciated.
To be honest, I'll put you out there just so you can clear up the land so you can use it for other events later on.
Well, it's very nicely cleared.
But,
Yeah.
we can't have cleared land and still have gang or other troubles going on.
Do you mind if we take these back just so that when I'm writing my report for you, I can reference them?
As I said, I'm probably going to be doing a report to the city. So the more accurate your report is, the more accurate my report is.
Of course.
But they will be evidence.
Speaking of which, we actually did hear something quite peculiar.
Yes.
When we were leaving the area, the fountain area yesterday, they said that we had come up the night before, but we hadn't.
Yes, I
was
got that
wondering
report.
And they said that there were 4 individuals, but there were 5 of us. I was wondering if you might have any more details.
She goes back to her desk and goes through some paperwork.
If there's a description of the 4.
Yes, and in the name of accuracy.
He starts reading out a description of Lieriel, Leafy, Jake, and Fidget.
No Azzy?
No Azzy.
And then no Wisteria.
Oh, Azzy.
That's
Odd.
odd, and I am concerned.
They're very
because-
vague descriptions.
Mhm. Yes, I just
Why not me?
it's good to know because
Is it because
Maybe you're too hard to replicate.
maybe it's because I wasn't in the menagerie beforehand?
Was
Neither
Fidget in
you,
the menagerie?
so-
Yeah.
No.
Fidget wasn't in
No.
the menagerie,
It's-
so...
we just want to make you aware that those individuals, in the name of accuracy, weren't us. And the original reason why we did go down there, I'll remind you, is because someone was masquerading as some of our own and then attacking us with magic.
So another trouble on our hands. Thank you for at least telling me that, and I will alert the guard that there's people that look like you but are not you.
We'll keep an eye out. And we do have your papers if we need to show them whenever we go in and when we exit, so that they can be assured of our identities.
Well, you have a little bit more than that. And her assistant, not, well, I say her assistant, but yes, comes back with some paperwork and some badges for you each as deputies.
Hooray.
Signed and, as I said, temporary for this matter only. Alive.
Understood.
If there's any other matter, I do have some people I'm sure waiting, but any time you need me, well, business hours of course. Just I'll make time for you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you for what you've done. I hope it was at least
We take it.
profitable.
As we sort of
Stone.
make our way out. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Oh, I feel gross.
Hate what?
Being deputized.
Oh, yeah.
Fidget's gonna put her badge on the inside, like pin it on the inside of her clothing.
Lieriel's putting it in the bag of holding. She is not wearing that bullshit.
It's never coming out.
Additionally,
The
if
black
you
hole
are
of
ever
holding.
in Denro, do not wear that proudly. Hide it.
Yeah. Understood.
That's why it's on the inside. You know,
If it's-
over the fleshy bits that, you know, if I got shot there, it could kill me.
Well, it gives plus
oh
one
my
armor to
God.
cold shots.
But dramatic moment, it hits the badge instead.
Exactly.
Hero
Purely
points.
Something else
cinematic.
going on.
Karsh, I want you to remember that for after LeamyX leaves and like a few sessions later when you're like controlling Fidget as an NPC again. Fidget gets shot, but then reveals the badge.
That's what
It's
the
got a
hero points
hole
are
in
there
it.
for.
Yeah, I traveled with
Yes.
someone who claimed that they had a holy scripture do that for them.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
they took
3 coins.
they took
in
an
a
arrow
pocket.
to the knee.
I used to be
No.
an adventurer.
Yeah. And now they're
You-
part of the Rustabout crew.
So, I think with that we'll finish up and go on a break.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yes.
and we'll come back for the big show.
Mmm.
Well,
Ta-da!
medium show, maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Big show could stand as a couple of kilograms.
See you soon. And I've got to get the music set up, but yeah, we'll be back soon. Stick around and see you soon.
See you in a bit.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye.
And we are back.
Hello.
Oh.
It's
Hello.
time for the circus music.
It's not like it's giving us some flashbacks to horrible stuff.
I'm totally not stress eating right now.
So we move
Oh, I
forward.
could be
I'm
stress
totally
eating.
not stress planning right now.
I could be stress eating. a
Everyone
big
say
bag
what
of-
you're totally not stress doing.
What
I have a
is
big bag
that?
of pork rinds that just got delivered.
Oh god.
Ooh.
The whole
That is a
kilograms
big
bag.
That's not healthy, I'm sure.
You know, it's keto. I'm going back to that again, so yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's healthy, but I need to lose this again. Anyway,
So we move forward in time.
I'll say one last question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get any promotion done on day 6? Because day 5 was spent kind of like collecting everything, trying to fix everything, going to the office, getting deputized, and all that.
The others have been doing the promotion.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had our rest about to do the promotion.
And the
Okay,
other
cool.
performers and everyone
Yeah.
else, so that way you can focus on.
Karsh.
Yep.
Yeah, Karsh let us have the same amount as last time, plus 2 because I took hireling manager.
Gotcha.
where are we coming back? Are we coming to the big show, or are we coming a few hours before the big show?
I was coming back to the show itself.
The show
If
itself.
that's the case, could Jake just do a quick walk around just to make sure there's no fake tickets?
Mm-hmm.
So
No fake tickets.
no fake tickets.
Hooray!
We come to the night of the big show. People are arriving. It's quite busy. You're starting to get a name for yourself in Escadar, and the word from the last performance was actually quite impressive, because you had so many fake tickets sold that we had extra people watching the show. So, add 2 to your excitement.
Ooh.
Add 2 to our excitement or our
So
anticipation.
anticipation. That was
Okay.
because you gave all the free tickets, all the fake tickets, I should say. You let them in.
Nice. So we've got 19.
Mhm.
That's a good.
Might
place
be
to
possible.
So
start. Okay.
things are going on. Things are going swell. The sideshow alley is going well, although it's not a freak show. But the professor is doing what he can to entertain with the others. The crowd starts going into the big tent. The moments arrive, and it's now that the quiet is going over the audience. That last pep talk before the show. You see a goblin walk into the back of the tent.
Oh, did I collect my new outfit?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I am suited and booted. Well, I don't
You're
wear shoes, but
snazzy Azzy.
I'm snazzy Azzy.
Kalkek walks into the back of the performance area. Whenever anyone seems to go near him, He just looks at them and they just turn away and walk off. He walks to your group and says, I don't know what it is, but there's something here. It came from the city. It may be malicious.
Something.
He's not talking about the imp, is he?
You haven't seen or heard from the imp since leaving.
It's the
When
imp.
you say something, could you be more specific?
Its scent is not common.
Is
I've
it like that
only-
imposter?
No. I haven't been able to track it, but I pick up its scent from time to time. It came from the city. It went past me. I couldn't quite figure it. I knew there was something there, but I couldn't quite pick what it was. But there's something here.
Is it around us at the moment? With blind fight?
No.
Okay.
So, I thought after patrolling the roads, I'd come
Thank
and
you.
report that.
Thank you. If you hear everything else or see it, let us know, please.
So, keep your nostrils open. As he
Mhm.
Yeah.
walks off to the back of the tent. Again, people would look at him and almost like approach this like who are you? What are you doing here? And then just turn around and walk away.
We really should need to get crew lanyards.
Security.
What's a lanyard?
It's like a necklace.
Okay.
Crew shirts. Anyway, Azzy, are you ready?
No, but I'll do it anyway. Okay.
Break a leg.
That's right. It's the saying. Okay.
Mhm.
Sure thing.
Please don't actually break your legs.
Okay. So I haven't actually written it down here, because I'm going to go for 2 actions. And so I'll roll those first, and then narrate what happens. So first, why have I got temp? Why am I encumbered?
I have no idea.
Never mind. So first check is going to be acrobatics. Nat 1.
Wow. First,
I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm
I'm allowed
spending
to
a hero
reroll.
point. Oh no, I'm gonna send. What does Send of the Clowns do?
It makes it just a normal failure.
Of course.
I think it was mentioned at the start of the show, rerolls can't be done for show stuff.
Yeah. Karsh, that's how it was when we first started this,
Okay.
as Karsh said. But we can send in clowns. Or you
Yeah,
can
send in the-
clowns.
That's
Send
the
in the
first roll. The
clowns.
first roll of the entire episode, and you're
Don't
sending in the
curse us,
clowns. Sending the clowns to build up the anticipation, try to work the crowd and hide the mistakes. They go into the crowd and they start pulling people out and having fun.
I'll sort of, yeah, and then that's the first check, and then the next one is going to be, and this is -3 for map.
It's -5
Okay.
unless you have the agile trait.
No. In
Show
that
stuff.
case, I'm gonna make it a spell attack roll, so this will be +11. +21.
There we go.
Two failures.
Yeah.
So what happens is, it starts off with a smoke, so that he casts a fog cloud on the stage, and then from it, a pillar of water rises, and he runs up and he jumps in to swim to the top, trying to do like an acrobatic thing. But as he gets to the top, he suddenly sees everyone, and he loses nerve, and he loses concentration, and the pillar of water just splashes out over the crowd, and like that's the nat one. And then that's when the clowns have to come in and like pretend like, it's a joke, he got you wet, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Circus of the Broken Chain. I am your ringmaster, Azzy. And coming up first, he's kind of like getting nervous, and he's like, the outfit's like a bit not comfortable in it. Give it up for Aves the Smoke Dragon, and he just kind of like goes off. But not even like, yeah, not having a good time with that.
As you start walking off, you hear,
"You're not very good at this, are you?"
We can't.
I didn't
tell
understand
what
that at all.
just
That was
said.
way
You're not
too
good at
deep.
this, are you?
You're not very good at this, are you?
Shut up, ghost. No. And I go and I usher Aves in.
And Axel.
Aves and Axel, yeah.
And technically Leafy.
that was in
What is-
Yeah.
that was not in your head, but that was in Aquan. It just seemed to be right next to you as you're walking off.
Oh, is this the thing we're keeping our nose holes open for?
I say, after I've sent the other two in, I'm just like, who are you?
Who are you?
Well, I'm not a friend, but just keeping an eye for the moment.
I immediately go and tell Lieriel.
Lieriel is security, so Lieriel is out in the crowd.
Okay, I immediately go and tell Jake.
You go down the line.
You go down in height.
Meanwhile,
Okay, big person here. Jake's next height.
Am I doing like an assist roll?
you can do the assist roll, or you could have him assist you if you'd want to flip it.
Probably him assist me because I have a way better
Mhm.
nature than he does.
Yep.
Technically.
But the
Okay.
Even though I'm technically being his assistant.
So I'll make it an 8 and 24.
as he leaves the stage, that smoke is dissipated, but you see it come back. But this time, a green smoke flows from underneath the bleachers and starts swirling around the room. And the smoke moves into a form of a dragon, which wings swept open, starts flying around the room, sweeping from bleachers to bleachers. You hear it come down close and just almost dive bomb one of the bleachers. You hear the crowd cheer in one side, of course the side that's not being attacked, and the other side they go all quiet and they start screaming, and at the last minute it flies up and avoids the bleachers, and this happens again and again, and then you see multiple dragons split off, and they become smaller and smaller and smaller, until at the end you have, well, let's do some rolls, shall we? Because I'm describing stuff which might be important. What have I got here? Got 2 rolls to do.
Those are just the options. Do you want me to roll
I'll
them?
do them. Yep. That's actually probably
Okay, so 12 plus 14 will be above. 12 plus 14 is 26.
and the other one is the deception.
10 plus 10 is 20.
Okay.
So those
So
are both
The,
successes.
the dragon split off, and they start moving around, and they start moving around. They start doing almost formation flying. They turn back to where the performance area are, collate into one big mass, and then suddenly they refocus into these small dragons. Each one, 7 in total, goes full speed into one of the bleachers, one of the 7 crowds, and as they hit, they dissipate to leave the stage for Axel and Leafy.
Yeah. So, do we roll Axel's assist first, right?
Yeah, I'll do that roll.
Sorry, it was 7 plus 2, so plus 9.
That's an assist. That's an 18 plus.
Yeah. 18
Okay.
plus 9, yeah.
So, I roll
so-
nature,
Mm-hmm.
and then what is it? What does the assist do? It adds.
It will
Plus-
add
1 or 2.
plus 1.
Okay. That's an extra one onto this.
Critical failure.
Ah!
What is going on?
The menagerie.
Yeah.
They're in your
Send in
head.
the clowns.
Yeah, you can send in the clowns. And that will prevent it from being a critical failure.
But it's still a failure. So you send in the clowns. What are the clowns doing? How are the clowns doing?
I just
So
want.
Leafy's like flying around trying to be a bird, but also like trying to be basically trying to take the place of Axel's usual birds.
Mhm.
And
They haven't
Um,
rehearsed, really.
we haven't rehearsed very well, so Leafy misses some of her cues. And then the clowns come in. Oh, what do the clowns do?
Can the clowns have little fake birds that they've tried to make up with stuff to try
I
to
got it.
replicate?
So the clowns come in, and they come in from the sides of the bleachers, because you can go out from the back area into the bleachers. And the clowns come in, and they see people in the front row. They've got like little bird outfits, just in case. And they see people in the front row eating their chips, and they go,
Oh.
"Mine, mine,
Mine.
mine," and they start swarming people with chips, and they go and try to pick the chips, and
Mine,
Axel's
mine,
amazing aviary.
Mine.
mine.
that's
How many
the
times-
distraction.
How many times can we send in the clowns?
Only
like,
once per
show?
act.
Once
Once
per act.
per act. So once
Ah.
in the opener, once in the build-up, once in the big number, once in the finale.
Gotcha.
And some of the acts have multiple parts. So the finale has 3 parts, so you've only got 1 failure chance of that. So you've hidden it. At least that's only 1 roll.
Okay.
You can
I
do
it.
another.
Does it have to be something other than nature?
No, it can be nature.
Okay.
You'll take a -5.
I'm not going to
try-
risk Axel rolling again for that -5 though, because odds are he's not going to aid.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I can't send it in the clouds again.
No, you
No.
can't. So how is this? Describe what happens while you're planning on doing and like how it all goes awry.
This is
So-
unreal.
Being caught off guard by the clowns coming in and with the Leafy accidentally runs into a pole and like transforms back into Leafy and like falls down onto the ground.
You transform
like-
back into Leafy and fall back into the ground, and the gig is up. What do? You're there as you sort of like,
I meant to do that.
totally meant to do that. The crowd is very lackluster right now.
Oh boy.
I
You
don't
can
want to
do
go back
3.
out there. I don't want to go back out there.
Lieriel is watching this, getting like vicariously embarrassed.
I don't want to go back out there. Can I go to the brothel now?
Leafy's
Well, we are getting
Leafy's
screwed on
just
these
standing
dice
there
rolls.
like,
so
I
might as well
really
be
don't want
nice
to be
about it.
here.
Just remember, this is Leafy's very first time as a bird.
I know, and very first time
First
as a
time.
performer.
Oh. Yikes.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Leafy's gonna just run off stage.
And here if you say anything, Del.
No,
This is just for
Lyriel's
this is
not like. This is just Lieriel being like go backstage.
This
like,
this is just for me saying how like my okay.
Okay.
And give it up for Aves the Smoke Dragon and Axel and Leafy. I try and play it off as this like that was meant to happen. Yes, our magical transforming Leshy who can become a bird at will and many other things if you give her the chance. Coming up next, we've got a fiery performance from our favorite canine companion. It's Jake the Blazing Fury! And I just...
Alright, well.
This is not going to go well.
Shut up, you. It's already not going well.
But how can it get worse?
Another nat 1, that's how I can get worse.
I was going to say.
Thank God.
I got pretty close then. I was like,
We have a pass, my god.
hooray!
Just though. Alright, so you see Jake, he just. Again. Normally the lights will go out, but if everything else going wrong in today's show, he hasn't got the lights out. But he comes out with the fire poi, starts doing his regular trick.
As you're doing the fire pie, I just want to.
Mhm.
There's this wet area, like the fire poi seem to be wet. Like,
Wet.
would
Has
that
there been
still
sabotage?
succeed with a -2 to it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but someone did try to sabotage.
I didn't check my kit.
So
Damn it.
so as that happens, and can I as that happens and Jake notices they're wet, as he's going to use prestidigitation to just like pull the moisture from it and like make it appear part of the act and then into mist, so that now they're dry.
I was waiting for that.
As you pull the
Prestidigitation?
water out and start moving into mist, the mist starts forming into something a bit more solid. And that solidness, you can see someone's controlling whatever it is controlling it, and then gets slammed with force into the main mast of the tent.
This is probably a bad time to say it, but I actually miscalculated because I forgot the -5 on Aves's, so his second one was not a pass. But it wasn't a crit fail. And I fixed that.
I'm just going to do this because that's
Oh no.
the tent itself takes 16 bludgeoning damage. Plus it gets moved that little bit.
Can I try and seek whatever
now
that
you
is
can
that's
now
making
you can
this?
see just like beside you, just this almost it's almost like a like spiky coral, just sitting there floating almost.
Is it backstage or in the front?
Just with Azzy. So if
There's a
Azzy
bit
was
of
front
spiky-
stage,
Is that where the voice is coming from? Or was that?
Well, yeah, but you
you're
said
not
it
really
like
sure.
rammed into the main mass.
Is this?
that...
Is 'cause I think I have this spell. Is this coral eruption?
The spell, no, but the spell was heightened hydraulic push.
So is it like casting magic
I-
over the top of your magic?
Using your water to then push it even further and redirect it.
I'm gonna try something. I'm just gonna look to the direction of the voice, and I'm gonna just make lightning fury erupt in, like just go through my eyes and arm until it's sparking in my hand. It says, "I don't know who you are, if you're with the Menagerie or not, but if you don't back off, you're gonna be missed soon as well."
Disappears.
I can't roll good.
23 isn't bad though.
23 isn't bad because you're
That's a-
doing
like
it
that's a
against
bad
your
roll, but it's not a bad result.
That's a natural 5.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It disappears from view.
Okay, well,
The mask itself though has moved a little bit. It's still
okay,
there.
so it's not in the mist. It's not going to break at the moment, is it?
No.
Lauren, are you going to do what we discussed, or not at the moment now because all this stuff's going wrong?
No, not at the moment.
Yeah, no. Okay, we'll skip that then.
Also because we can't do it until you're not as.
It's
Sorry, what was that, Lauren?
No,
like-
yeah. We can't really do it because it doesn't work
Can't.
out that way.
Not at the moment, unfortunately. So at the end of the of him doing his fire twirl, the poise go out. He crosses out, and during the lights out, he gets out of the room. Goes, "What happened?" To Azzy quickly before
There's something talking to me in Aquan, and I think it's a water elemental. It sabotaged your poi, and it caused that burst of water that hit the tent. I couldn't see it earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Well, are we okay for the moment? Do I need to look around?
Don't know. Anyway, I need to go
Anyway.
out. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jake the Blazing Fury. And finally, we have a very special performance for you tonight. We have the Featherfall 5, Fidgets and their fireworks, and the Dwarven Throwers. Please give it up.
Okay. What was that you gonna say, Emi?
Can I just say that Leafy has left the main tent to go sit with Blueberry and Wisteria somewhere?
I'll say to
'Cause
Jake.
she's a little upset.
Yeah, I'll say to Jake as I come back. So as that act goes in, I'm gonna come back and say to Jake, "Go check on Leafy. I don't want anyone by themselves tonight."
Okay. And as I walk out, do I feel anything around me? Does my puppy sense tinkle?
Your fur
there's
stands on
something
end.
out there. You can't really detect where, but there's something out there. Just waiting. There's something invisible. Just waiting.
Okay. I will go to Leafy and just sit with them for a little bit. Meanwhile, back at the main big top.
Back in the main big top, the Featherfall 5 still not told about their parents' loss because
You decided to skip 2 days
We
in
did.
character.
I did. But I'll tell you
It'll
this:
happen.
if you told them, they wouldn't be performing.
I also know that. I was thinking about that the other day. They don't have their net yet.
Mhm.
Because
So the Featherfall 5 are a family of young children, 5 of them, of course. sisters who are the tightrope walkers. They are acrobats. They walk the tightrope. They bounce on each other's shoulders. They woo the crowd. They get. Let's see if they actually do well though, because we've had a lot
Karsh, can we have them only roll once?
Which one
or
would you
do
like
it
to
one
roll?
at a time? Acrobatics, please.
Acrobatics.
Okay, 12 plus
10.
10 is a success.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
And
So with
that's
the
where we
success-
want to be.
With the success, they do what they need to do. They woo the crowd. They're spectacular. The young May is trying to take as much spotlight off her sisters as possible because,
May.
of course, she's 5 years old. And the sisters are just being professionals and just trying to ignore as much. But they woo over the crowd and get some more excitement from the crowd. We move to Fidget.
Everyone's nervous right now.
Just a bit. So, Fidget. No, I'm not getting a 1. Don't be mean. I'll get a 1. Watch it happen. Fidget kind of has learned recently that your tongue can be used for something other than licking things. So Fidget starts to like juggle just normally with one thing to start with in one hand, and I'm gonna roll for this.
I recommend doing it one at a time.
Wasn't a 1.
Because
Yeah.
okay. Because now we're at final excitement 18. Our anticipation is 19, so we could in theory get a critical success.
So,
Okay.
what are you doing? Like, describe it with your.
So Fidget is starting off juggling something with one hand first. She's just juggling, and then with her other hand, she does she like grabs things out of her pocket and stows them in her mouth, just like little trinkety things that she's able to juggle. She's shoving a couple of those in her mouth, and then she's adds one more thing to her hands. So she's juggling 2 things with her hands, and then looks up and starts juggling the other 2 things that she's put into her mouth with her mouth, and then one of them goes into her hands. And then she start like juggling, and she's swapping one thing from her mouth to go into her hands, and she's swapping them over, and she's juggling that way.
So instead of 2 hand juggling, it's hand and mouth, hand and mouth, hand and mouth. And...
Yeah. And then
Did you want to roll a second?
I'm gonna roll a second because I want to do glitter bombs.
Oh, but we're so close to a critical success.
But
It's
if
so
you
close
don't,
to a critical failure.
No, we are
How
not
do you get a
close to a
critical
critical
failure?
failure. If,
Oh wait,
so
as in I roll one.
we
I know.
we just need one more excitement and we will get a critical success.
yeah.
But
So
The glitter bombs. It's your choice.
I want to do the glitter bombs though.
It's totally your
Can I do
choice.
the glitter bombs?
it's totally your choice.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's your
this is
choice.
not how
Do
we
it.
earn our money.
Okay,
This is not how we earn our money.
You earn your money by doing shady things in the city, but technically working for the guard, kind of.
We earn our money
But-
by selling the loot that we find.
yeah,
Fair.
it is -5. So
It is -5.
Yeah. so
It'll be fine. Just get a 13.
So do I just do another acrobatics roll and then take 5
You can
off the
do
result?
acrobatics or performance.
Or... Sure. I'll probably do an acrobatics.
I don't want to watch.
So it'll be a +13. Or acrobatics -5.
Okay.
oh, it's only -5 if it's
Oh,
The
it's
same.
a 2.
It was close
No,
to a
it's
1.
it's -5 no matter what. You can take a feat that
So that's-
lets you not have the -5 if it's different.
okay.
That's
Is an
what the
acrobatics
additional
roll
circus
of 13 a failure or...
It's a failure, but it's not a critical
That is-
failure.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So you get to
That's
describe
good.
how it fails, but not disastrously.
Okay, so Fidget kind of like, as she's juggling one of her items and pops the other one back into her mouth, she pulls out like a glitter bomb and goes to throw it kind of like up, and have it explode up. But instead of throwing it where she wants to throw it, so that it just kind of explodes mid-air, it hits one of the poles, and instead of like exploding across the ring, it kind of explodes a little bit onto the crowd.
Splash zone.
Yes.
Splash zone.
There's a few people, like especially in the front row, that have like been inundated with glitter.
I'm just reminding of the Trolls movie with the glitter bomb.
Oh no.
So they've been soaked, and now they've been glitter bombed. What's
And they've
next?
had their chips stolen from them.
Mine?
I can just imagine a clown still there going, mine? Mine?
It's
Mine?
just like,
They don't feed
it's
me?
a
Mine?
very
Mine?
very glittery clown now. The prettiest bird you've ever seen. Fidget's just like, oops.
There you are, little one. You
Uh-oh.
really should come home. Your friends might be
That
in
ma-
danger.
Who's that talking to? Me.
This is in common this time for Fidget.
But now I'm kind of going to brush that off until I get off stage. Is there a role that I have to do to kind of ignore it?
That's okay. I've spotted your family too. I think all three of you should return home.
Fidget's just kind of like under her breath. She's like, but this is my home now. People here like me. And they like my family and they treat us well.
You won't have a home left here unless you come home. Your friends won't have a home here unless you come home. Come back to the schoolhouse. Come back to your real job.
I don't want to go back to the schoolhouse.
Fidget's still on stage.
Yeah, Fidget's kind of like just gonna do like a little bow type thing and kind of run off the stage, I guess.
Trying best to ignore
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
And yet the drawing throwers are cranking up the action.
Can we do it one at a time for them as well?
Okay. The drawing throwers are cranking up the action. The drawing throwers have their own ballista as a part of their act. If you ask them, they're ex-military engineers, but you always get a different story from them, and often a very drunken one. But they load up the ballista, and the ammunition is themselves, because who else would be crazy enough to throw themselves from one side of the arena to the other as they do flips and cartwheels in the air? Maybe. First one being...
athletics.
That's a critical
That's
success.
A critical success, so they're gonna do another.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we just wanted, a normal success.
We just wanted a normal success because that generates another anticipation.
So you want to fumble now to then bring it down by...
No, we want a success. A success. They'll do athletics again.
Athletics again?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
But that's not a... Or wait, so 2...
That brings it down by
plus-
1. I think that gets you what you needed.
No, 2 plus 12 is 14, which is a failure. But if we send in the clowns, because we haven't done that yet, they'll do that with their third action, turn it into a success, so they get 1 excitement back. We hit with a final anticipation of 20 and a final excitement of 20.
Okay, so
I'll
you
put
send
it
in
in
the
the-
clowns the very last action.
Mm-hmm. To like close out the show.
Is the most we've had the clowns as a part of the shows.
What
Mhm.
can the clowns be picking up
How?
all the growers?
How, after 3 nat ones in the first 2 acts, have we critically succeeded this show?
I have no idea.
Math.
Yeah, math. I was looking at the math and figuring out the math.
The clowns rush out. Clowns rush out to cover the slight mistakes of the landing, of course, which is basically them landing on each other, and then we have the clowns kind of being used to usher people out of the audience and picking up people and like just taking them out, or picking up their belongings and getting them to like chase them out of the audience to get them out of the crowd and to try to clear the building in case there was an injury that happened on the ground. But otherwise, the people applaud. People think it was part of the act. People think it was amazing, and you somehow get the perfect performance with all those failures. Because in a circus, you fail forward. Your failure is part of the act, and you just go with it.
We just fell upwards.
You failed
This
upwards.
is what you've got a hireling manager for.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to the Circus of the Broken Chain. I have been Azzy. Give it up for our amazing performers. And I invite everyone back on stage to do a cut, to do a final bow. Really make it hammy. And we will and we'll see you all hopefully soon, coming to a city near you. And I will fog cloud again to cover us as we exit the stage, and the fog dissipates to leave an empty stage.
Lieriel's clapping very loudly.
Lieriel's like standing up the back, that one person that's very obviously very loudly
I'm not a
clapping, like,
plant.
She isn't. She's security.
And the final payout is 54 gold.
That goes to everybody essentially.
No,
I
it
think-
goes to the circus.
Oh,
It goes to the
okay.
circus.
So the
Yeah.
the circus show
I'll
is
put it in.
finished. You can relax.
Do we?
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
Do we?
No, we certainly cannot.
Do we want to do a cut maybe to like Leafy and Jake
Mm-hmm.
while the performance is finishing up?
Yeah. Oh yeah, do they come back on stage? Suppose they wouldn't.
So back to
Because they're not there. Yeah.
Leafy and Jake in
Yeah.
a quiet corner.
Yeah, Jake finds Leafy, just kind of like sitting somewhere, petting Blueberry.
Jack would walk up and says, "You okay, Leafy?"
Yeah,
I know. It's not been the best of shows. But you got out there. And that's always a good thing.
it's not
You-
just that.
What is it?
Are we gonna be okay?
I'll be lying if I said we will. I don't know. But we're going to be fine. You have Azzy, Lieriel, all the members of the circus. We're all family here. You're going to be okay. And we even have Jojyre, wherever they are. People are there to look after us, and we have to be there to look after them.
Just
I'm worried too. I'm worried every morning that something else is going to go wrong. I'm worried at
just-
every... Sorry, go ahead.
it just we're never gonna get away from them.
Well, it might be time for us to do something about that. We can't live with fear all the time, can we?
But how? We can't.
I don't have all the answers. But what I do know is that we're going to at least try. Do you really want to see the rest of our family here be subjected to what they do every time that we leave? Are we going to go and actually, as some people say, take care of business? Or are we going to live in fear for the rest of our lives?
Can we do it?
Yes, we can. Because I believe in you, I believe in Azzy, I believe in Lieriel, I believe in everyone in our lovely circus family. I believe everyone here to have my back as I have their back. It's not that we are going to... If we fail, at least we won't be around to actually see everything else go wrong. And we can say we've always tried. I don't want to wake up one morning and see someone's gone. Not again, anyway. And I would reach forward and give Leafy... I would indicate permission to give Leafy a hug.
Leafy would very slowly accept the hug.
And Jake would just give Leafy a big, giant, dookie cuddle. We're here. We're here for ourselves and we're here for our family. So that's what we all are in the end. Here at least. Family that we've picked. A family that will do whatever they need to protect their family. That's what I'll do. I'll do whatever I can to protect you and everyone else here. So if we have to, we'll make sure that the Sister Menagerie and Dustlight will be rotting in a cell for a very, very long time. Or we give them to spiders. Either way works. Feeling okay now, Leafy?
I don't know.
Can we at least get up and do what we need to do for the circus?
Okay.
Gets up and then offers his paw to Leafy so they can get up a bit easier.
Okay.
Start hearing music in the distance.
From what direction?
The entrance to the circus area.
Okay.
There's some raucous people laughing and dancing along.
Oh no. Walks towards the circus entrance, figure out what's going on.
Leafy goes.
Not the actual big top. I mean, like the entrance to the
the grounds.
The stop of the end of the road to where the clearing is. That's what I meant.
Yep.
Yeah, we go to check it out.
A lot of people, like as they were leaving, they seem to be like just dancing and enjoying themselves.
Can I spot anything different or interesting that's going on? Weird?
No
one's leaving.
Can I try and spot our lovely party-filled friends?
What friends was that?
The friends that like to make people dance and they can't stop.
Oh,
Yeah, those little...
oh gosh, they weren't
sprites.
Yeah.
Name sprites, something like that.
Right.
Yeah, some kind of fae.
I remember.
You look through, like the music sounds familiar, very
Yeah.
catchy. Yeah, like
Oh,
your leaf
no.
The
starting to
Grigs.
tap.
Oh no.
Is it the fucking Grigs?
Yeah, let's see if I can find the Gregs.
You look through, it's like, oh god, that's the Gregs again. In the center of all that commotion, you see two Gregs spread out. They seem to be stopping everybody from leaving because everyone just wants to dance and enjoy the music, enjoy their fiddling. They're having a ball.
Oh no.
Oh no, not again. Are we dancing yet or not yet?
How close do you want to get?
Well, I would say that Leafy spotted the Grig. We both spotted the Grig, so I'll say we would be within earshot.
Hang on. No. Oh.
That's just me, because I'm not sure how close. How good
Well,
is Leafy's
how-
eyesight?
Yeah, how close would we have to be able to see them?
Well, it's dark, but there's lit at the end, so like you're outside of the saving throw range. But you're close to it because you're starting to tap along to the beat.
Okay.
The music.
Hang on. I might be able to help.
Is this a common problem?
For us, yes.
This is an old problem which they sent away
Hang on.
to their enemy.
Why does it have to come back? Hold on.
Because you
Hang
sent it
on,
away
I
to your
might-
enemy.
I might have something.
But did it have an effect?
I still have the Grig crystal.
That's a potency crystal.
What does it do?
It makes weapons better for a
Hang on.
minute.
Hang on. Just give me a second.
I've had that this whole time. I've never known what it does.
Oh.
I only know what it does because I'm prepping the game for
Yeah.
my group.
Cool. We have an extra potency crystal.
I
So-
don't have the thing that I thought I did. Okay.
For those that missed while we're looking for things, the Griggs turned up, I think, second episode to give light back to the campsite, which was a bit sad. And in negotiations, they sent them off to their arch nemesis, Dusklight, to cheer up their circus. Now you're in the same city, and they found you again.
Can I
Just
Panic,
showing
yes.
off for a
try
sad as
and cast a... I'm gonna try and cast Dispel Magic. Maybe 3rd level?
It's up to you which level you want to do it as.
Wait, does the level... Hang on. You wanna roll your hand of spell effects, you wanna against the target, you wanna...
The higher the level you cast it, the better it is for counteract.
Well, I could cast it at level 4, just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah. Because it's a spell effect, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast at level 4.
Okay. So, cast the spell at level 4, and we'll do
Yes.
2 counteracts.
2 of them?
Yes, because they're both playing and joyfully, and everybody's playing along and singing
How do
and
I-
dancing,
How
and
do I-
you're starting to see the pain on their faces.
How
That
do
would
I...
be just a
Spell DC,
Spell?
I believe,
Spell DC, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
or spell attack. It's one.
spell attack roll.
Yes, one of the 2.
Okay. Okay. How do I roll the spell attack roll?
Or just add it to.
Yeah, just go to spells and you should be able to see it there.
I see it. I don't know how to roll one.
Then just roll with that plus. We'll
It's a
see.
+4, apparently. Which sounds kind of low to me, but
That
oh
sounds
well.
really weird and
Ne-
low.
Yeah.
Should be much
Is
bigger
that
than
a natural 1?
It's rigged.
Can you? Hey, we can re-roll these. We can re-roll these.
We
can
can
re-roll
re-roll
them.
these, and you have
Yep.
3.
That'll help. I feel like my spell attack should be higher than it is.
Yeah,
What
no.
is it?
What's your wisdom?
You did cast both the dispel magics at level 2 though, if that.
But either way, like
Because mine's
You roll a
plus
one.
16, so I imagine yours would probably be the same.
Well, I'm gonna use a point.
yeah,
Well, I have a 19 in wisdom.
Here, I'll
just roll
I'll
it. You spend your hero point. I'm assuming that's what I'm hearing. Just
Yeah.
re-roll, and while the people are looking at the numbers, Greeks were quite low level.
Yeah.
So even with that and a little bit of a guess of the number, both of them stop. Like at least the sound they're emitting stops, and people stop. Like they come down out of the dancing. Some of them just exhausted. Others wanting to keep going, like the young kids wanting to keep going. They thought it was great. They're full of energy. They've had so much sugar.
You'd have a plus 16. So that's correct. You just rolled a flat d20.
Yeah.
You didn't.
How do you?
So
Anyway,
Okay, no, that's 16. So that 16 is the plus 16. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
okay,
13
so-
plus 16. You've cancelled their emissions, and they look quite upset. And they're searching around. Some people are starting to like wonder what happened, and then start going back to what they were doing, which was going back to the city.
I'm gonna go up to the thing.
Oh no.
Jake.
Jake. Yes. We
Should
going
I-
to.
What's wrong? You ruined all our fun.
Yeah, but they just had a very, very big circus show.
I know,
wanna go
and so
home.
dancing is required.
Yes, but they need to have a little bit of dancing so they can come back next time and do more dancing.
But if they never leave and they just keep on dancing, then it's perfect.
Yeah, but
They
then they
can't
won't be able to go to
dance
the
forever.
toilet.
Oh, that's okay. They
Yeah.
can do it there.
Yeah, and there's going to smell, and do you really want to have that smell?
No
in your
one will
nose?
mind. They're too busy dancing.
Yeah, but if they're dancing with all that stuff, it's going to go squidgy and it's going to go rash-like. And you're going to be sore.
They won't even notice. They're having so much fun.
Yeah, well,
No,
so
they're
it's good to see you
not.
again. How you been?
We've been having so much fun in the city. There's so many people here.
I
They're
know.
so upset.
Why are they upset?
I don't know. So we have them dance.
Yeah, well, dancing is good, but why here again?
Why here? Well, you sent us here.
Yeah, we sent you here to go to the other circus.
Oh, we've been there. They didn't like us here. They didn't like us there.
That's a shame.
No. But we found you. We saw the advertisements, so we had to come. We had to
Oh,
come.
thank you very much for coming.
Teresa was like, we need to do it. We need to do it inside the big top while everybody's together. And I thought, no, that'd interrupt your performance. So I thought we'd capture them while they leave.
Who said that?
Teresa, my sister.
Oh,
Yeah, well, thank you very much for helping to entertain our audience as they leave. But we need to actually clean up the area and make sure everything's all nice and spick for the next show in 7 days.
We have more in 7 days.
We always have one every week. But
We're
gonna
going to
have
be
to
busy in
just-
7 days.
we're
if
going to have discussions about how often you can do this for us.
you could talk to, we could organize something.
Dance. God, I don't want to piss these things off because if they're going to make us dance, you really want to see Jake dancing again? I don't.
I mean, this
Let the
Yeah,
fur
yeah,
fly.
pretty good
He does the foxtrot. Leafy?
Want to say that again? Oops.
What?
Do you want to say that one again? Now I'm prepared.
He does the foxtrot? Thank you. I'll be here a week. I'll be here a week. Try to fish. Leafy, can you go and run in and get Lieriel, please?
Sure.
If someone.
Leafy's gonna go find Lieriel.
And
like,
while Leafy's going to
Azzy
do
and Fidget and
L'Oreal and
stuff.
everyone else, Jake is making nice and trying to distract him so everyone else can get out of the camp.
How are you distracting?
Talking, saying hello, trying to usher them away from the rest of the people.
Do you want to do diplomacy while that's happening? To stop
Let's
yourself
see.
from going back into dancing?
Yeah, I can do that.
Because they get
Diplomacy.
bored really easily.
Yeah. But how often do you get to speak to a talking dog?
There's another dog over there. We saw him before.
Oh, what was his name again? Something the dog-faced dog.
Tubby.
Tubby, thank you. 28 diplomacy.
Okay. You distract them enough to not get bored. You preoccupy them enough with small talk so they don't get bored and pull out their fiddles again. If you'd like them to leave, you can do that also with that role.
Yes, I'll do that as well. I'll just say, I don't know where to send them, but I'd like them to leave.
Okay. So they'll leave.
For the moment, it's going to be a problem for later, but it's a not now problem.
Yes. And so by the time anyone is told, they're no longer there.
I was half tempted to send to the swamp and make friends with the will-o-wisps. That'd just be bad though. A problem for later. Okay, so with that role, I would say that I've sent them away. So when Leafy and everyone else comes back, I say, we might have another problem. You know those Greeks that decided that everyone should dance at the other camp?
Yeah.
They're back.
Oh, God.
Yeah, apparently the other circus didn't like them for some strange odd reason. And
Yeah, I
they've been
can't
going
imagine why.
and they've been going around the rest of Escadar making people dance because they're feeling sad. So this might be a problem for later, but yeah. Anyway, how's the rest of the show go?
Actually, surprisingly well.
Somehow.
Yeah, somehow went very well, actually. I think maybe people didn't have maybe exceptionally high expectations, and we met them.
At the moment, that's probably not a bad thing, but
No, we need to keep a lower profile, but I think we did quite good.
that's good at least. So, hooray! Got through a show without anyone dying yet,
Mm.
and no new additions to the murder forest, which is always a good thing. I assume there's no one else apart from Rusted Outs and everyone doing cleaning now. Was that Karsh?
No, there's no additions to
No-
the murder
no
forest.
public- no
There's
public.
no one around to overhear that comment.
Okay, cool. Do I sense anything around me?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, well, we've got to work out what we're going to do about the Sliss Menagerie. They're not going to
Can-
take this land down.
Can we work out what to do about the floating voice instead first?
Floating voice?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one
that
that's
was the-
telling me I need to go back to the schoolhouse and that everyone here is going to be in danger if I don't.
And there was a voice that was saying like, "Oh, things aren't going very well," taunting me, but it was speaking in Aquan.
Leafy. Oh, sorry. Fidget, do you speak Aquan or Common? What do you speak?
I speak Common and Isoki.
And that voice in your head, what was it?
It was Common.
Oh, great.
But it was telling me that it's got it. It was like it said, what did it say? It said, I found you, and that it has sights on me and my siblings, and that my friends are going to be in danger if I don't go back home. And then I said that this is my home, and they were like, well, it's not going to be much of a home if you don't come back home because everyone will be gone and it'll be like everyone will be in danger. I want to go back to the schoolhouse. I like it here.
And you don't have to go. You're more than welcome to stay.
But then, like, what's going to happen to all of you guys and my family and, you know, the friends that I had over there? I don't want anyone to get, like, hurt.
This is becoming more and more of a problem.
Do you think maybe this is that thing that the goblin guy could smell?
Maybe.
Probably. Unless there's any other invisible creatures wants to come up and say hello. Says that a bit louder, see if anything comes up.
I am just so tempted to say no. Like, as in, like, telepathy, and you know your head.
There's no one here.
Just us and the chickens.
Don't mind me.
So
What
nothing.
now?
Well, we got through a circus show. We need to look at the main mast, apparently. So, unless anyone else has anything else to do, we'll do some checking up, make sure the circus is okay for tonight,
Yeah, for sure.
and then we'll go sleep and decide what we're going to do about the Cecil Menagerie in the morning, because that's going to be a problem.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
Lieriel, Leafy, you have a question? Anything?
Lieriel's just been, she was writing and she stopped a little bit of the way through when Fidget was talking. I have a message that I can send tonight to try and reach Jojyre.
What's he gonna do about it?
Give us more information, maybe? If one of the few options I provide actually work for him. But I wanted to run it by you all first.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, two of the options really are going places, having him pass his messages that way, but we can't go out as a group. And frankly, all of you are very recognizable. I can hide my ears and my hair, but you know. So there's an element of danger, and I want to make sure that you weren't going to be too protesting, I guess. But anyway, what I've written down, and it's a spell. It would go to him in his dreams, presuming he sleeps tonight. We need more information, timelines, numbers, wherever the hell you think we can find to defend us, that apparently we hate. We know Dusklight has been sacrificing people at Moonstone Hall. The city guard knows too, but they haven't offered help even after the attack. That's not to mention the person that's been infiltrating and imitating us. Anything you can tell us, find a way. I have a friend at the Sacred Saver, Rev. She knows me as Lavana. I'll be at the Silver Tankard tomorrow night if I can. It's busy, you'll blend in. I'll try to be at the Gridded Glass the night after if that's safer for you. I can cast message, so you needn't be too near me so long as I can see you, and write in Elven. Don't get yourself killed. Any information I'm missing?
No, it sounds good to me.
I'll send that tonight then.
I can cast a spell to disguise myself if you want backup.
Maybe. I might take you up on that, yes. I'm going to go do this in my caravan. Just
Sure.
focus.
I'm gonna go to my caravan too, and Leafy leaves.
Yeah, I think I need some sleep. I was glad it turned out all right, but that was nerve-wracking, particularly in the beginning.
You did well though. No show lasts contact with the audience.
Yeah, true.
Half the skill of a ringmaster and anyone in public in show business is knowing how to roll the mistakes and apparently send in the clowns.
Yeah, for sure.
You okay?
Yeah, I am. Just nervous what tomorrow will bring.
Well, look at this way. We've got another 7 days for the next show, so bit more time to work on a few ideas.
All right. Night, Jake. Night, everyone. And Azzy will
Night,
head off to
Azzy.
bed.
And Jake will make his way to his caravan as well.
I'm gonna stay up a little bit later and try and restock some of the things that we lost. If you need me, I'll probably still be up in a couple hours. But I'm going back to my wagon now.
Okay, don't go alone anywhere if you have to, okay?
It's okay, I got my siblings. We look after each other. And Fidget's gonna like plod away back to her wagon and her lab.
I think that's everybody going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to ask, because
Evil DM things.
Mm-hmm.
is Fidget and siblings there in the morning?
I don't know, Karsh.
No, that's me asking.
That's
Are
your
you
decision.
That's your
Did
decision.
they run away basically?
We're not leaving. I don't even know if Fidget would have told her siblings about what happened, to be honest. I think she'd try and protect them from it. So they're not leaving. For now.
I asked because we'll wrap it up here, and this was your final episode as a guest star. Thank you for coming in.
It's okay.
And I want to give
Thank
you
you
that
so
choice
much.
of like story narrative of what happens with Fidget and Callum, and yeah.
No, if you leave, we're going to break our hearts even more.
I leave, Fidget leaves. There is no Fidget in this campaign anymore.
If I can't be Fidget, no one can.
So thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you again, Lemmy, for joining for mostly for the dungeon crawl. Like with
I had
Will
a lot
not
of
being
fun.
here, the group's been very underpowered and under strength, and having a different point of view as well has been quite interesting to have you come in and have a very different perspective, which is just great. So and you had to learn Pathfinder from scratch.
It was good. It's a good system. I like it.
So thank you for jumping in at not a low level too. So that's not an easy thing to do. It really isn't.
No, it's not.
For
But it is a
sure,
great.
yeah.
It is very. Once you learn the system, it's very intuitive.
So we'll do our final thoughts and our outros, and I'll start preparing and finding someone to raid. So yeah,
It's a new day. End of the day. End of Circus. Are we going to hurt hell points?
if you wish.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
I
So
have
much
to
has
ask.
That's
so
rough.
much has happened in today.
Yeah,
It's hard to
Yeah.
think back so far.
and we've skipped quite a few.
Mhm. Yeah. So I guess I don't think that we did any for any of the Moonstone Hall stuff too. So just
No.
encapsulating
No.
all of Moonstone Hall and all of this hurt and help points. Where are we at?
Well, I'll go first to the outros because I want to give my help points. Sorry, to Emi for actually being courageous enough to help out where they can during performance. Even though it failed miserably, they got out there and actually helped.
Can someone explain to me what hurt help points are first? Sorry.
It's something that I've been kind of ported across from a different game systems. Pretty much, you can give them as a help, 1 point help, which no one ever uses.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I've been meaning to try and like remember that more. I'm very sorry.
Or you can also hurt someone else, like their action, their role, by because they've hurt you previously. You've got it like they've done something which annoyed you.
Oh,
so
Jojyre's
at some
got
point
so
you can
many hurt
accidentally
points in their
annoy
future.
them and hurt their role. That's what the hurt help point is.
Huh.
I've kind of taken it from City of Mist because I like the idea of that post-episode, post-show, this pissed me off and why, or this I really liked and why. And a little mechanical, which the mechanical side no one, as said, ever uses. That's what it is.
Okay, so anyway, I'm MrLiveProducer. I normally stream on Twitch, but all the socials. I have finally got my new computer to the point where I'm happy with it, so I'm going to start doing MLP masterclasses in OBS tricks and and how to do all the setup stuff that I do. So I'll be teaching people how to do all the crap which I do.
Ooh.
And I'm actually going to be doing my first OBS setup stream next day or so. Hopefully, barring other issues. To actually show people how to do my initial setup for OBS and all that stuff. So if you're interested in OBS or my effect work, I'll be starting to do a lot of that stuff, the development work for that live on stream. Because it's also very flipping hot, and trying to stream VR when it's this hot is a nightmare.
Yeah, I can imagine it.
So this is another idea, and I have to set my OBS up. But again, as I said, my help point goes to Leafy for just stepping up when we needed her. So yay! Okay, and who's next?
I've got mine, so I'll go next
Okay.
in case people need time to think. Hi everyone, I'm Del. I've been playing Lieriel the Liberated, your Elven Aasimar escape artist and cleric of Calistria. And my help point is going to go to Azzy, because even though the results of opening that one door almost killed her, supporting her through that and giving her guidance when she's in her element, trying to do what she considers such a big part of who she is and how useful she is with unlocking locks and doing those thievery checks, really meant a lot back in Moonstone Hall. And I didn't end up dying, and he also helped with that, so that's useful. Lieriel's just not as aware of that because, you know, she was unconscious.
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi, and I've been playing Leafy, the Leshy Druid. I'm gonna give my help point to the character of Fidget, because Lemmy's leaving. Sad. But Fidget has been an absolute delight from what I've been able to play with you, and it's been amazing having you here. So I want to at least give Fidget a help point. So but you guys can catch me over on twitch.tv/Emi_Rabbit, where I've been doing a lot more streaming lately, and I'm hopefully going to keep that going. I've got more free time now, so yay. So you can catch me there. I'm going to stream tomorrow. I stream mostly Minecraft, but I'm thinking about doing some like art streams, which might be fun.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
yeah.
Waiting.
Okay.
You want to go, Lorian?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Lorian. I'm gonna give my help point to Jake, because when Azzy had that panic attack, he was the first to sort of like come and try and be there. Even though Azzy wasn't in a real place to hear him, it was still appreciated.
No.
Jake's very good for that.
Yeah. As for me, I've got a bunch of things going on. I've just released. So I'm Lorian Ross. You can find me on SoundCloud, all your music streaming services, YouTube. I've just released a new music video and a cover of "In the Blood" from Hades. Out now on my YouTube channel. It is a video I've put and a song I've poured a lot of effort into it. I'm exceptionally proud of how it's come out. Made for a indie game cover album by Pixel Mixers, and yeah, it's go and check that out. It's I'm very, very proud of it. And more music coming soon.
Emi?
Nice. Hi, I'm Emi. I have been playing Fidget the Fireworks Juggler. I've had an amazing time playing with you guys. You may actually see me again? Question mark.
Ooh.
Just we'll see. I'm going to give my help point to Lieriel for being the calm to Fidget's chaos, but also for allowing the glitter bomb to be a thing.
Hell yeah.
That was a really expensive item.
It really was. I was
just
like,
gave
I'm
out
going to give her 50
all that
gold
prop.
worth of Moonstone. Here's the thing. I, as a person, feel like glitter is horribly underrated. Like, so many people hate it. They're like, it gets everywhere. It's horrible. My best friend loathes it. And I just don't understand. It's like, I understand it when people are talking about the environmental impacts, because that is truly awful. But it's so pretty.
Well, you can get biodegradable glitter.
You can, yeah.
So, I think that's everybody. And just make sure, yes, that's everyone. Cool. And Karsh, we have lot of YouTube content coming out. We're trying to put a lot of work on YouTube. We have another group that we're recruiting for another show, hopefully for March. We've got 2 out of the 4 positions filled, and it's going to be a diverse group because we have a wrestler and a voice actor.
Oh shit! Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm looking for diversity. I'm looking for difference. It's going to be very different with the projects that we're going to tackle with that group. Shorter games, really full on high energy is the key. But that's what's coming up on the show or channel at times. And that's pretty much it. Thank you, everyone. Like, subscribe, all the bits on pieces on YouTube. We're trying to get to the 1 million mark. Might be a little way off, but hey, why not?
It's good to have goals.
It's good to have goals, even if they're totally unrealistic. So yeah, like, subscribe, leave comments. What we done, what you like, what you don't like, etc. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. And let's do our raid. We're raiding Johannanon. I butchered that. They're playing City of Mist, and I'm a big fan of City of Mist. So
I thought we were raiding Jojyre for a second there.
No.
We'll come back. We miss you.
I have
With
a lot of ads for that.
pitchforks and fire.
I have the fire. I have the fire if you've got the pitchforks.
I mean, you have both.
I have
Yes.
fireworks.
True. Anyway,
Let's get the raid organized while you're doing that.
don't forget the raid message if you have it. We come to share the love. Our hearts are warm and fresh.
It's in there. So take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Look after yourself, will ya?